What up, INFJs? It's your boy, Cliff Boy. You're watching another Cliff's Items video. Kind of wish... Nah, I don't. I was about to say I kind of wish I named the channel Cliff Boy, but I think Cliff's Items works. But I'll just have Cliff Boy as my nickname. So call me Cliff Boy if you want to call me a nickname. It's kind of gross giving yourself a nickname, huh? I remember hearing that, and I kind of agree with that. But oh well, it's already out there. My name's Cliff Boy. The energy. I was watching a Spiritual So video because I love watching Spiritual So, even though sometimes I feel like he can kind of miss the mark a little bit with his videos. I still watch him because I feel like, for the most part, he's really getting at something. Like, the first video that hooked me, if you don't know who Spiritual So is, he made this video about, he's like, why, like, the title of the video is like, why I have zero friends, or like, why you don't need friends, something like that. Like, you just don't need anybody, you just be on your own. And it was kind of like the premise of the video, like the title of it. And he was right, you know, for the most part. Like, yeah, he's right. Like, you don't really need friends. Like, it's good to have friends. Like, don't get me wrong. For a while, I've been like, I don't need any friends. Still kind of feel that sometimes. Like, I'm like, I don't think I need any friends. But, like, it's good to have friends. It's good to have people in your life who share the same, you know, point of view or, like, worldview. And it really helps to have people in your life that share the similar worldview, that you can share your thoughts with, and to also feel like, you know, you're not like alone in your thoughts, because that's I mean, it's okay to be alone in your thoughts. Like, there's certain things that I think and believe and feel about the world that many people don't share that same worldview or that idea or thought. But there are people out there that do share a lot of similarities in the way I think, which is nice. I like that. You know, I'd rather have that than nobody. You know, it's incredibly isolating. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of geniuses out there that feel incredibly isolated because they just can't really connect with anybody. It's kind of like, I'm not gonna get into that because, like, people are gonna think of it the wrong. It's kind of like, okay, like, I'm a dumb person. Okay, I think that I'm actually a very dumb person. Like, there's a lot of people that are extremely intelligent and way more intelligent than I will ever be. Okay, and I imagine that when they're with me, you know, they have to dumb themselves down in order to get along, because if they don't, we're just not going to get along. I'm not going to understand what they're saying. They're not going to care. It's just, they're probably being dumber to be nice in a way. And to be around that all the time probably feels like, you know, when you're hanging out with, you know, let's say you're hanging out with like kids that are younger than you. Of course you're gonna feel like, oh yeah, I'm smarter, like I know more. It's just a given, right? And so yeah, I don't like that feeling. So not that I have anything against kids. Like, I think kids are great, but it's nice to be around people that that make you feel like, oh, you're around adults. Like, that's kind of what I'm trying to say here. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been thinking about that. I forget what my point of this whole video is, actually. What was the point of this whole video? Friends and, damn, I forgot the whole point of this video. Let me just, let me take a moment to think about what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, spiritual so. Okay, so spiritual so, he was talking about like, yeah, like you gotta you gotta yeah, you like the energy on this earth is really dense. But I recommend watching Spiritual So. He's pretty cool. You know, he's a spiritual guy. He got famous on YouTube for playing basketball games, and you know, gamer, YouTuber, and now he's doing like all this spiritual stuff, which is kind of a weird, cool transition. It's not weird. I don't think it's a weird kind of transition. I just think it's like a very interesting. It's an interesting transition, and I love watching the videos because he's like, always like, yo, you gotta make sure you know, take care of yourself, because if you don't, you know, like this world's gonna take you down. Like, and I really like do vibe with that. I do, like, I don't know why I use the word vibe. Like, I feel like I'm kind of like get into some kind of character here, but yeah, like I really relate to that. So yeah, I highly recommend watching his videos. Yeah, okay, so this latest video is talking about how the energy on this earth is really dense, and I feel that. Now, I'm thinking like, am I feeling that because someone said that? And so like now I'm starting to really be like careful about what I listen to and what I take, what kind of information I take in, because it really does affect your state of being. Like, our worldviews and the way we perceive the world is very, very malleable. There are a number of times where I did question the MBTI and was like thinking like, how much of this test has formed my personality? Like, am I an INFJ because I just got the result INFJ? Or am I an INFJ because I am an INFJ? That's a question that we should all be asking ourselves, really. I don't doubt the power of MBTI. Like, I really do trust the MBTI, because like the number of times where I was able to predict somebody's personality type without even seeing them take the test. Like, I just already knew what their personality type, and then they take the test and they're like, yeah, that's what I was. Or I asked them like, are you this? And then they're like, yeah, I'm that, because I took it a couple of years ago. Or like, I'm pretty close to what it is. And so my trust in that system of you know, assigning a personality type to people in a scientific manner or an organized manner, I really do trust it. So, but I think it's important to always question everything, like constantly, always question everything. And that's what I do. Like, I constantly question everything. I'm always asking questions. I'm always curious about what is next. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm always curious. And I think that's super important for everybody. And I don't know why there's only a small percentage of people that are actually like that are like, huh, what does that mean? What does that mean? Is that person saying something true or false? Or are they lying to me? Are they telling the truth? Are they a complete bullshit artist? Like, what is going on here? I think that's is a very important thing to practice. I believe that I'm naturally like that, which I'm thankful for. But I think I wonder why it's not like a common thing. I feel like it should just be a thing where people are constantly asking questions. Like, that's what a free society is. That's why like I'm so lucky to be in the United States, because I get to question, I get to ask these questions, and I can criticize. Like, I can criticize somebody for being a bullshit artist. Like, that is being free. You know, that's important, to be able to express yourself, to be able to show who you are, to put yourself out there in the way that you actually are. It's part of being free, and that's super important. So yeah, like, I think it's important to always question these things. Like, if somebody is telling you something, like question it. But that's kind of a tangent. I'm not saying like don't trust Spiritual So. I like his videos, but I will say though that there's many things that he said that I thought was true, that I accepted as true, when I clearly subconsciously knew that that wasn't true, but I just wanted to believe it because it was fun to believe, not fun to believe it, but it was like more interesting to believe. Like if somebody tells me this conspiracy theory, like, oh, like, like all the Hollywood elites are under a pizza parlor drinking baby's blood, like subconsciously I'm like, that sounds a little bit like a story someone wrote, or like it kind of sounds like a movie somebody wrote, or like it just doesn't seem like real, like deep down. But like maybe like a conscious part of me is like, okay, I'm gonna believe that because that makes things a bit more interesting. Now I can tell about somebody like, oh yeah, Hollywood elites are just, they're just drinking baby's blood and and yeah, that's not healthy. I think that for the past year, I have been going down a little bit of a route where I'm like, I don't know if that's healthy. But I went down there anyway because it was interesting. And part of me was like, maybe it is true. So maybe if it is true, I should be warning people, right? Like if I actually believed that that was true, like, the whole Pizzagate thing, like if I actually thought that was, thought that was true, like shouldn't I be like telling everybody like, yo, that's kind of crazy, like you don't want to go to that pizza parlor because you don't know what's going down in that basement over there. So I will say that when I mentioned a couple months ago that I said it was going to be a dark winter, I truly believe that. And so I will say that if I had affected you in any way, in a negative way, I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm just trying to help you, right? Not that I'm saying like it didn't happen. Like the winter was very difficult for me personally. Like I did go through, I did have like a meltdown in the middle of it. And also, my I had a bunch of physical ailments that were popping up here and there. But overall, the winter wasn't as devastating as I thought it was. Maybe it was, and I just didn't know. Like maybe there was a lot that was happening that the news just didn't talk about. But if I did harm you in any way, and like if you felt like, oh, like I'm really like scared because like he said this, or I'm sorry that if that happened to you. But I really mean this when I say that I was relaying this information because I felt that I was helping you, okay? Now that's out of the way. I want to also say, what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, like the energy in the world is dense. Yeah, it is super dense right now. And that's true. I believe that's true. It could be not true. But I feel it. Like I feel every pre-Valentine's Day, the week leading up to it, it's always very difficult. People are just so angsty, and it's probably because like there's just a lot, there's a lot of emotions that go around this whole holiday. Like honestly, holidays like I'm kind of against now too, because like freaking, I mean, retailers win at the end of the day. Like people that sell shit win, because like I'm buying gifts, you're buying gifts, like we're exchanging gifts. We don't really gain anything. We actually just spent money, right? And I don't know, maybe some people gain something, like maybe kids, but at the end of the day, like I spent money, you spent money, they all earned that money. We just ended up spending money. So like, yeah, like hashtag cancel holidays. I'm kidding. Yeah, so the energy is dense. Be careful out there. That's all I'm saying. Like, wait until after Valentine's Day to do anything crazy, because like I feel like there's so much energy going around. People are, people that are not in relationships, unhappy with their relationships, unhappy their kids not getting laid, whatever is going on. It's putting all this energy out there. It's dense and it's annoying. It's really annoying, and I understand it happens every year. And then after that, March time, springtime comes, everyone's just like, oh, I'm so nice to you. Like, hey, how are you doing? Welcome. Have a nice day. It's sunny out there. I love the weather. It happens every year. Trust me, it happens every year. So if you're feeling down right now, don't feel down. It's going to pass. We're going to go into summer. People are going to have their vacations again. It's summertime because they wait the whole year to be happy for summer, for the sun to come out, because that dictates your energy. That dictates your happiness. I don't know why that does, but it shouldn't. You should be happy all the time. Rainy weather, sunny weather, cloudy weather, it's raining acid, whatever it is, you can be super positive, right? I force myself to be positive because I spend every day is a fucking miracle. Every fucking day is a miracle. Would I trade my life today for a 10 bazillion gajillion dollars? No, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't be alive, right? If I traded my life for gajillion billion dollars, maybe if I had somebody to give it to that I really truly, but still, like, I would not be alive. So I would not trade my life for a gazillion, jillion, bajillion dollars, right? So every day is worth gajillion, bajillion dollars. Get it? Okay? So I'm sorry I'm yelling at you. I'm just like really pumped up right now. I don't know why. Maybe because the sun's coming out and I'm getting happy again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I didn't mean to scare you in the last part. I'm just kind of going on a rant, which feels super good. I have to be honest. It's therapeutic. I recommend vlogging sometimes if you're feeling down. Like, maybe just record it and not show it. Like, I'm not saying like you got to make a freaking YouTube channel, but just like record it for yourself and just like maybe like down the line you can watch it and laugh at it, because it's like, I'm pretty sure down the line I'll watch this video and laugh at myself. But thank you so much for watching. Have a good weekend. Whatever the plans are, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.